people will be able to choose if they want to look that way
Cool.
or this way.
This is your like 360 podcast here, virtual reality podcast.
Pretty much. It's kind of taking people on a walk, with us. Like, let's go on nature.
Yeah, it's like you could stay home and be in your cozy clothes, but we'll go for a walk for you and bring you with us.
It's cold.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're taking you on a walk.
We're taking one for the team here.
Yeah, we're here in Tetis Lake. Pretty beautiful, I have to say.
It is so beautiful at this time of day too. It's so peaceful and
You did the Del Camino. That's a long walk.
I have done a couple of caminos. Yes, that is a long walk. It's a little more urban than this. It's not so much a hike, but kind of walking through little villages and vineyards and country roads. And
How long it take you? There's like different.
totally, there's many different routes. What most people call the Camino is the French route, which goes from the border between France and Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like 800 kilometers or something.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah, I did just under 300 kilometers both times.
Okay.
And it took me about 2 weeks each time.
2 weeks. And
2 weeks,
stopping.
300K.
Do you ever do you walk every day or there was like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my first Camino, I took one rest day because I was going through like emotional crisis. I had quit nicotine. I had like quit my nicotine vape on the trail.
One, right? It's a hard one.
That was hard. And then on the third day after no nicotine, that's like the peak of discomfort. I got bed bugs.
Oh.
And so I took a day off. I just said, I just need to like cry and rest and sleep and like, I don't know. But I managed. I pushed through. I made it through. It was actually a really foundational moment for me. It's like, oh, I can do hard things. I can do that.
So,
And,
so do you go often on hike, or that was kind of the massive hike? Because, like here, there's the West Coast Trail. Have you done that
I
one?
haven't. No, I haven't done the local ones because it's kind of hardcore. Like you have to have all your camping stuff and all your food for the whole week or whatever it is with you, 5 days. The Camino is much more chill. Like you stop in little towns, you buy food at the cafe, you sleep in the hostel. Like it's very civilized.
Oh, okay, nice. It's like because it's little towns that you're.
Yeah, because it's not just like wilderness. Here it's kind of hardcore.
And it's like a lot of people. Like you are walking like in a fair. I know.
Not most of the time. The last 100 kilometers are very busy because in order to get the certificate, you have to walk at least 100 kilometers, the last 100. So a lot of people just start at the 100 kilometer mark.
Cheers.
So the last like 3 days maybe are busy. But otherwise, no, it's not too bad. I mean, I kind of like that too. I like the social aspect. I made some friends from around the world. And
you did it twice.
yeah, I did the Portuguese route by myself in 2023. And then my dad got inspired by my journey. So then he and I went together and did the Sanabres route in 2024.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You did it with your dad. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I have always feel called. There's like a religion side of that, no? It's like a.
It's a Catholic pilgrimage, yeah, to Santiago de Compostela, which is a cathedral where theoretically the remains of Saint James are buried. I don't care.
Yeah.
For me, it was like a internal kind of spiritual journey of my own. But I was able to appreciate like the architecture of the beautiful churches, and I like read up on the history of it a little bit. But for me, yeah, it definitely wasn't like a Catholic endeavor.
Yeah, but you have your own endeavor with the nicotine.
Totally.
Yeah.
And actually that trip was also a way for me to just take a little break from my everyday life. And honestly, I spent the first Camino not only quitting nicotine and dealing with bed bugs, but like contemplating some pretty big life choices because my relationship of 10 years was kind of up in the air. And yeah, that trip, that Camino really helped me like figure out what I wanted to do next and how I wanted to move forward. And yeah, ultimately, when I came back from it, that relationship did end. And it's crazy to look back on it now because what a journey it's been. But yeah, that was significant.
Yeah.
Big like life moment, that Camino. Whoosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did it alone the first time, so that's a lot of thinking and reflecting.
Totally. Well, and especially after 10 years of like living and working with someone, I had very little time by myself for 10 years, very little. And then all of a sudden I was just on my own, me and my backpack in Europe, walking.
Yeah, a big.
Yeah, dealing with life.
Do you ever travel by yourself before that? Because you are very into the language.
I am into languages. I have traveled by myself, yes. I was fortunate during my university education. I got several opportunities to live in different places for a semester at a time. So I did a semester in Spain when I was 19.
Oh, nice.
By myself. Then my next co-op work term was in Vienna, Austria, where I also went by myself. And then I did a semester in Rome, but that was not by myself. That was with my classmates. That was a study semester. But I went to Costa Rica alone for 5 weeks as a 20-year-old or something. Yeah, I've like.
So you have traveled quite a bit.
I've done a bit of that, yeah.
It's kind of healing. I feel that people don't understand the power that it is on you, and just grab your backpack. And just go somewhere where
Totally.
you don't know anybody, nobody knows you. So you can kind of choose who you wanna or how you wanna be too, you know?
Totally. Yeah, there's nothing quite like it. It's liberating and you kind of learn about yourself in a different way.
Totally. Yeah, people kind of don't, especially people that has never traveled a lot, they don't really get the power of that. I always tell to people when they are going through a hard time, go
Go on a trip.
go somewhere,
Yeah.
you know, reset.
It gives you perspective too, because you're
Yeah.
so caught up in your own story and your own life that just like leaving for a while and seeing how other people are living and I don't know, just shake it up a little, you know? Get out of your head.
So you say that you went to Spain, that was one of the first, you speak like 4 different languages, huh?
I can have a conversation in like 4 languages and then there's like another 4 that I can speak a little bit and maybe understand but like not have a proper dialogue.
Yeah, where are the first? Spanish? I hear
Okay,
you
so
speak
the
really-
ones I speak comfortably, English, French, Spanish, and Bulgarian, I guess. It's like so-so. Bulgarian was my first language, but now it's not so good. And then I'm okay at German. I studied German for a few
Or you
years.
study the language.
And then I have some Italian. That was better when I was living in Italy, of course. Now it's kind of, if I try to speak Italian, it gets mixed with French and Spanish on the way out. But I can understand. Capisco. I can
Capisco.
understand.
Questa è mia cosa, mia mamma.
Some Portuguese, just a little bit. I like listening to Brazilian music, and I have picked up a bit of that. And then now I'm doing Japanese on Duolingo
Oh, nice.
because I went to Japan, and I don't know, I liked it.
Do you start it before going to Japan?
Yeah. I started last like November maybe, so almost a year ago.
And it was possible for you to speak a little bit when you were there? Did they understand you?
I was like a little toddler level Japanese speaker, but
You use the Duolingo, eh?
I'm using Duolingo, yeah. But the Japanese people are so happy when you speak even just a word. They get so excited.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I did. At one point, I asked like a proper question in Japanese. There was a lady at a bus stop, and I asked her in Japanese, I said, "Sumimasen," which is, excuse me. "Kono basu wa Takayama ni ikimasu ka?" Which is, does this bus go to Takayama? And she was able to tell me, yes, this bus goes to Takayama. in Japanese, and I was like, oh my God,
Oh,
I did it. Actually, my mom got a picture of me right after I did that, and I'm like,
Oh, that's amazing.
that feels so good.
Yeah.
I was able to tell like the restaurant chefs and waiters that the food is very delicious. Tabemono wa totemo oishii desu. Which is, this food is so tasty.
Oh,
and they
I-
loved that. They were like, oh.
I love that.
So I'm like elementary, but I just love language. I think it's so interesting. It's like every language is like a different filter through which you can see reality. And they're all a little bit different. So depending on which language you're born into and raised with, like you'll have a certain flavor of understanding of the world. Because some things just don't translate. Like it's not the same in every language.
I think that I mentioned this to you before, awareness. We don't have the word awareness in Spanish or aware.
That's so interesting.
And that kind of create your life experience, you know, through language. Like
Totally.
Like your reality. I read about this tribe in Africa, I think that it was, that they didn't knew the color blue.
I've seen this too.
Yeah.
But then there's two different shades of green that for them are like completely different colors.
Yeah, we don't see them.
And to us it just looks like the same green. Like, what are you talking about? And they think blue is just gray because it's the same. It's so crazy. Yeah, language is powerful.
Yeah, it is. It is very. So, do you have like a favorite language?
I think it's contextual. I mean, my favorite language is English because my vocabulary is the largest and I can express myself most effectively in English. But that's just like circumstantial. I don't know, I find Spanish like really beautiful. And then Italian is like so rich, and like French is so romantic. They all have their own like energy, and I love that about it.
Let's pass here. Thank you.
Thanks.
Morning.
So I don't know. There's a really special place in my being for Bulgarian because it was my first language. Like, to me, the Bulgarian words for certain things feels like the most accurate word for that thing because it was the first one I learned. Like, that is what that is. And then there's these other words for it in different languages, but Bulgarian feels the most true for me. So I like that about it. I don't know. And then I like how in certain languages you can make anything cute. English isn't like that. You can't really, there's no like thing you can add to the word to make it cute. But in Spanish, you can make it diminutive, right?
Yeah, we make everything is
Cristinita,
small.
abuelito, chiquitito.
Hermanita,
Yeah.
papito.
That's so nice. Bulgarian is like that too. You can make it small, and then you can make it even smaller. So I'm Tinka, which is Tinka, which is actually short for Cristina.
Oh.
That's my like legal name. But when I was little, my family called me Cristinka, which is little Cristina, Cristinka. And I couldn't pronounce that because that's like a mouthful for a 2-year-old or whatever. So I called myself Tinka, and that's where Tinka came from. But like my mom,
Okay, wait a minute. What was your name originally?
Cristina,
Cristina.
Cristinka.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Cristina, Cristinka, Tinka, which is already like small, cute little Tina, right? Tinka.
Tinka.
But my mom takes it one step further and she calls me Tinkichka,
Oh,
which is
very
like the tiny little cute small Tinka.
Tinkichka.
Tinkichka. This is like layers and layers of making things small and cute.
Smaller
I
and
just love
cuter.
that so much. You can do it with any word in Bulgarian. You can be like the cute little cucumber, like anything you want can be cute.
So Tinka is not your name, it's Cristina.
It's Christina, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I know that the
I didn't
secret's
knew that.
out.
The secret is out. Oh, I didn't
It's
knew
true.
that.
It's true.
Tinka, it makes sense for me because it also sounds could be Bulgarian or could be like from that area. The name Tinka.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a little exotic. It's like,
Yeah. So is Tinka You don't know any other Tinka? There's more Tinkas?
I don't know any other Tinkas.
Oh, wow.
So in Bulgaria, Tinka is like a kid's name.
Oh, yeah?
Like in Bulgarian, it's kind of weird if I'm Tinka, I think. I think about it.
Because you are an adult.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like Katie or something. I don't know. There's not really an equivalent in English, but it's like a kid's name, and then you grow up and you're Catherine or whatever,
okay.
or Kate.
As long as you're not a Karen.
I'm not a Karen.
Don't grow to be a Karen, please.
No, but there's a part of me too that is like, I don't know, it's part of my personality that I'm kind of like a lifelong kid.
Totally.
It just like fits for me to have kind of a kid's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, I feel that age, we get old because we believe that we're getting old. A part of me believe it. You know, because I know people that are 80 years old and they are ultra healthy and like more healthier than any 40 years that I know, many of those.
Right.
Like, how you do it?
I mean, it is interesting. Some people, I don't know, some people in their 40s seem like real grown-ups, like from, I don't know, like the movies and the suburbs. I'm like, that's a dad.
You need a tie.
Some people in their 40s seem like teenagers, like big kids. So
Yeah.
I've noticed that as I'm being an adult. I'm like noticing that there's different categories.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I don't want to grow up too fast. I like the wonder and magic of youth.
Yes.
Trying to hold on to it a little.
Believe in magic, believe in possibilities. I feel like that's what kids have most. It's like creativity and the belief that it's possible that this happen. You don't know. I might get by a spider and turn Spider-Man. You know, it's like, no.
It's probably gonna happen.
You're gonna be with so much fever that you're gonna hallucinate. But maybe it could happen, who knows? Oh, they didn't have radiation. That's why I didn't turn into Spider-Man. Upper Tetis Lake, that way. Phelps. Yeah, you also have a lot of interactions with people that speak different languages through the language exchange that you do.
I do, yes. Yeah, so, I host a twice monthly language event, and people come to practice all kinds of languages.
You've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, since 2017.
Oh wow. I feel that that's a gift for community. I notice it as a foreign. Every time that someone know a little bit of Spanish and they met me, it's like, oh, puedo hablar español también. Oh, una cerveza. ¿Dónde está el baño?
Una cerveza.
It's like everybody
classic.
gets so excited, you know.
Yeah.
I feel that imagine. I think that I went one time when you just started. Like,
Okay.
And I promise I'm gonna go. I say that I wanna go when you are there. You were not there the last time.
That's right.
I'm gonna go when you're
There's
around.
one tomorrow. I'll be there, so if you want to come.
I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna do it. I find that it's exciting for people to be able to really, like you were talking about the flavors, you know, to not just speak a different language, but also get the opportunity to see people from different cultures.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, at the language exchange, honestly, sometimes we end up speaking English because the group of people that has gathered doesn't have the same language in common. Oftentimes we do. We speak Spanish or French or German or Japanese or whatever, but sometimes we speak English because that's the common language. And even then, it's just like a cool group of people. Because all of these people have either lived abroad, have like grew up somewhere and have moved here as like immigrants or visiting, or they've traveled a bunch. So these are people with like a worldview, you know? It's just like a cool social group. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. That it's like you get an opportunity to meet these different flavors.
Totally.
Or people that have met them and brought them or got passionate about those flavors, you know? We were just talking about food earlier. About flavors. Trying different flavors. But it's true. It's true. I feel that different languages they also are different cultures. It's not just the language, you know. And that's the other part. Like there's so many studies about how good it is to speak multiple language for the brain, for your face muscles too, you know.
Oh, interesting.
Like the th in English for me.
The f.
The th.
The th.
I had to learn it, you know. We don't have to, like thought.
Thought, right.
We don't have that in Spanish.
Interesting.
You know? And it's like, okay, I need to learn how to put. And actually, I was taking now an English course because I want to speak better English.
Oh, you speak great English.
Pretty good. I like my accent, but people say you should do something about that accent.
Oh, come on.
Like book instead of book.
Book.
You know?
It's kind of funny when you say book. You're like,
It's not the moon. It's not the book. It's not like moon. Because I read it as someone that doesn't speak English as first language, and they read the same moon, M-O-O-N.
yeah.
Book, B-O-O-K. They're like book, like moon. But now I learned
Right.
that it's all about
Book.
the so this course teaches you just like phonetic. You're like,
Interesting. Okay.
oh, hey! Hey, guys. Hi. And I feel that works your muscle, but also your brain somehow,
yeah.
you know? Like,
Totally. I think I got lucky because Bulgarian, being my first language, is like a phonetically complex language. Like we have the r, and we have like, I don't know, sh and st and j, and like we have all these weird sounds. So then when I learn other languages, I'm like when I speak Spanish, it's not like hablo español como gringa. Like, you know,
Yeah, this
puedo hablar como, I don't know, I have some kind of weird Spanish, like Costa Rican hybrid.
yes.
Andalusia and
Yeah, actually, you
Costa
don't
Rica.
sound much gringa. I have
No,
to
I
say.
know, because I end up being able to like mimic the accent that I'm like learning in. It's the same in French. Like I speak pretty convincing French. Pretty convincing. You could tell I'm a foreigner, but I'm not like, you know,
Yeah.
quand je parle français, ça va assez bien. Like I can, it sounds okay. It sounds okay. But I think that's the Bulgarian. I think that's
It's a
the big-
Bulgarian that has all these sounds and different muscle activations.
Totally.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
That's my theory anyway. I don't know. But
Yeah, I honestly feel that language is like a door to your experiences,
Exactly.
you know? And not just that, but as I was saying, the culture, like for me, something that I've been saying a lot lately is that my last name is Eagle, is Águila. And I was raised by condors near to the Andes,
okay.
you know? But everything that I learned in South America when I came to Canada, Canadians, or at least what you read more here in South America, is about Pachamama, connecting with the earth, the cosmología Maya, the cosmología Inca, that is all these teachings about the stars and the connection and all that.
Right.
And when I came here, the books that I see more is like how to make money, how to invest,
Right. Yeah.
how to
Well,
say. So it's like, oh, this is more like an eagle, you know?
welcome to capitalism.
Yeah, it's like this is the eagle and the condor, you know?
Interesting.
But not just that, but when I started learning words, it was like, this is a whole new world, we'll say Aladdin, you know? This is like, yeah, I found that it's amazing, first of all, that you're organizing these things for other people, because I feel that maybe I'm wrong, but it started because you wanted to meet people that speak other
Yeah.
languages.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's an opportunity for others to get those flavors, you
Totally.
know?
Well, it is. It's a gift to the community for sure. I don't make money on it. I probably lose money on it. I don't really track it. There's like a $2 donation on the way in.
Okay, is this way? There's no sign in this corner.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Let's go this.
Are you sure we shouldn't stick to the lake?
Well,
Okay, you're in
maybe.
charge.
It was this one, the upper lake, maybe.
I think this is already the upper lake.
Okay, let's go this way. This is what happens when you go on hikes. You know, you need to create your path.
But what
So-
was you saying?
Yeah, something that you mentioned just now, because, okay, the language is something interesting about you, but you have also made a massive, at least in our community and the people that I know, you and Andrew, you guys started something that it was very life-changing for a lot of people, you know? And not just on the fact that you are making the puzzles business, but the other day when I visited you, we were talking about something that I know that you are very excited about, that is capitalism, but make it in a conscious way.
Yeah, this is kind of my MO these days. I'm calling it ethical capitalism. I don't think we're the first people to come up with this. I think there's other kind of terms people have given to it. I think when you see this little symbol, the B Corp, that means that a business has like proven that it's some kind of a force for good in the world and it's not just about the bottom line. I've heard it called a triple P business model, which is not just profit, but profit, people, and planet.
Profit, people, and planet.
Yeah, so this is kind of ethical capitalism is, I don't know, my version of the same thing, which is like, yeah, we're participating in this capitalist system. I'm not like gonna leave and go live off grid in some community. I could, but that's not what I'm choosing to do. I'm choosing to participate, but in a way that doesn't take advantage of anybody, that doesn't damage Pachamama, that doesn't like step on anybody on the way to success. It's about like bringing people with us and like supporting the creatives that are involved, right? So one of the branches of our ethical capitalism at Puzzle Lab is the artists that we work with for the puzzles are all getting paid royalties every time we sell one of their puzzles.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and like last year, we sent like over $50,000 to the artists.
In royalty.
In royalties.
Wow.
Which felt so good. Like that is, I love sitting down to write those checks every quarter because I'm like, this is what we're doing. We're like putting the money back into the artists' hands because they're the ones, I don't know, interpreting existence for the rest of us.
Totally.
Another part of it is the people that work for us. We're, we make a point to pay everybody a living wage. So minimum wage, legal minimum wage is irrelevant to us. I don't care what the legal minimum is. What is the living wage in Victoria, in the city that we're living in? And okay, that's where we start. That's our minimum, because how can we pay somebody less than they need to survive? Right? And I don't know, another piece of that is like ethical marketing. I'm grateful that we are able to conduct business without needing to advertise on social media, because for me, like the algorithm is not ethical. It's designed to manipulate people into buying something or watching something, or it's not,
Yeah, totally.
I don't want to participate. I don't want to participate in that. I don't want to manipulate anybody into buying my product. I want them to buy it because they want to buy it. And B, I don't want to give money to Meta and Twitter and whatever, Elon Musk. Like, I'm just not interested in participating in that like aspect. And then sustainability is a huge thing. We're trying not to use any plastic. We're trying to source all of our materials locally. When currently we're buying office furniture for our expansion, and we could buy it from Amazon and it would be cheap and it would arrive tomorrow. But I'm pushing, let's go talk to Monk Office, because they're a local business and we can lease like more expensive furniture from them, but ultimately, like that money goes back into our local economy and supports a local business rather than Amazon. So it's like the ethical capitalism is like a compass for every decision. When we're faced with a decision we have to make, it's like, okay, what's the most ethical thing we can do in this particular situation? And then it feels like good to be
Yeah.
running a business, because I feel that the business I'm running is like an agent for goodness in the world, rather than just being like a money extraction machine.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that because right now, especially what we were talking about the eagle here in the north, that where there's this mentality of capitalism and these teachings, you think that it's possible for other business to kind of apply the same model, or is because you guys, because not every business do so good? Sometimes capitalism helps.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think some businesses probably do have to advertise on social media and use the manipulative algorithm.
Yeah.
And I don't have judgment about that. I feel grateful that I don't have to do that, because it feels icky for me. But I think that every business has a different set of rules, or like a different set of circumstances. But no matter what business you're in, you can probably do it a bit more ethically. Like, you can probably find an area, at least, of the business where, you know, we've been ordering this thing from China, but if we pay an extra $2 per, we could get one made in Canada. And like, is that going to totally break your business? I don't know, maybe. But if not, it's worth considering, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, with the resources, sometimes it's, I guess, it's tricky depending on the business. But yeah, also, the social media, I would say that it's like a tool, you know?
Totally.
It's like a hammer, you know?
Yes.
Like, you have a message or you have a product that you want to build, that you want to share. Like, it's like a house that you want to build, you know?
Totally.
And there's multiple tools that you can use. And one of those ones is a hammer. You know, and for example, social media, you can use it with your Facebook friends and share it with all your Facebook friends. And you have a manual hammer. But now if you pay for advertisement, you make like a good video.
Jackhammer.
It's like having like a jackhammer or like a nail, this machine that you plug in, you know?
Totally.
And that make your building your home a little bit high. Puppy. Make building your home a little bit easier, you know? What you think that, for example, for you has been because you say I don't use Meta, I don't use the jackhammer, how you have been able to reach using or build that home, like
Totally, that's a
with
great
just
question.
a hand hammer,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a great question. And I can't even really take all the credit, honestly. I think the product that we make like speaks to people on some kind of like, I don't know, human level, where they remember for an instant what it felt like to be like young and be a kid and be amazed and just have fun. And I think that's part of it, is that people, I don't know, they react to the product in a way that's
Down there.
positive. Yeah, totally. But we've also
here.
been.
Come here. Let's keep talking, but join me for a second
Okay,
here.
sure.
This is so beautiful.
We've also been super lucky because, like, when we first launched the puzzle business, it got picked up by local media, and it was in the newspaper. It was on the TV news, and then it was online nationwide on like the news website on CTV, and that was kind of lucky. And I think it's because there's just something interesting about what we're doing, so it can be considered news, right? It's maybe different if we'd opened like a laundromat. Maybe that wouldn't be newsworthy and nobody would care. But because we're doing something different and kind of inspiring, I think that's been helping get the word out. Then a couple years ago, we were featured on a TV program in the States on PBS called Samantha Brown's Places to Love. She did an episode about traveling in Victoria, and Puzzle Lab was one of the stops on her trip. So
Oh, that's good.
that was also really lucky that they found us and they picked us. And now it's just snowballed to a point. And with our flagship retail store, like that's enough to attract people. They find the store when they're in Victoria, they take a business card, they buy a puzzle for their Aunt Susan. She likes it, she lends it to her friend Pat. Pat buys one for her uncle. Like everyone just, it's like a virus. So I don't know. I think it's just different for each type of business and each type of product, but.
Yeah, you think that there was a little bit of lucky, but that also with the fact that the product, it was calling like an emotion in people.
I think so. I think there's something special about the puzzles. And I feel lucky to have stumbled upon, like that we have stumbled upon the puzzles as our business, because it was kind of an accident. And it feels, I feel like I am very lucky. I have a lot of gratitude for like all the circumstances that have led us to this point.
And okay, let's go. So this is beautiful.
Let's go.
Just take 1 second to see this, because this is why we're here, you know. I didn't brought you just to do a podcast. I also brought you to go on a beautiful hike together.
Let me take a photo. Document the moment.
We'll come here. No, you with me. Like a selfie with the leg in the back. We have perfect lighting here. Come on.
Oh, my shadow. Perfect.
Nice. Why you say that it was an accident? The
Maybe accident isn't quite the right word. There was some intention, but so before the puzzles, we were a design agency. It was called Robazzo Design Studio. And we were doing installation art, product design, website design, branding, packaging, logos, whatever, like honestly anything, for 5 or 6 years. And then, during that time we had our business mentor, he's still our business mentor, David, he advised us over and over again. He said, you guys need a product idea. You guys, you're so creative and you're so smart, but doing this service-based business, you're never going to scale. Like it's always, you're just selling your time, and it's never possible to scale. And so he kept pushing us, come up with products. And we came up with a couple of ideas, and we were kind of prototyping and testing, but it was very niche. It was very like partition systems for co-working offices. It was like very specific and complicated. And nothing was sticking. And then the pandemic happened, and all of our interesting work dried up. Like all of a sudden, nobody's opening new restaurants wanting cool installations. Nobody's throwing events needing interesting like stage design. Nothing cool.
Nothing cool.
It was just websites.
Everything went inside suddenly.
Everybody's inside, and everybody wants to get online.
Yeah.
Because everything's now happening on the internet suddenly.
Totally.
So we were doing websites. We were suddenly just a web design firm. And Andrew in particular was like, I don't want to do this. And he was getting antsy. And then he actually saw an advertisement on his social media for some laser cut puzzles made in Russia from some other brand. And he's like, oh, laser cut puzzles, interesting. We have a laser cutter. Maybe we could do something like this. And it was like around this time of year, actually, October 2020. And he pitched it to me. He's like, hey, Tinka, what do you think about puzzles? In time for Christmas.
You want to make puzzles?
Yeah, he's like, what do you think about making puzzles in time for Christmas? And I said, okay, sure, they'll be $50 each. We'll sell 200 of them, make 10 grand. Like, that'll be a good Christmas, and then we'll keep doing our thing.
Yeah.
And Andrew's like, 200? Let's sell 1,000. And I was like, okay, dream big, buddy. Sure. But sure enough, because of this press release and then the news articles, like we sold 1,000 puzzles in the first 3 days.
What? That's bananas.
It is totally bananas. It is totally bananas. And that's the thing is like, I guess that's what I mean when I say it was an accident. It's like we didn't know that it would work. we were just trying another thing. We were trying all kinds of things, and this was just another thing we were trying. And I just assumed we'd sell some puzzles for Christmas, and then we'd, put that away and keep going and doing whatever else. But then it worked. So within a year, we had completely stopped doing all other design work, all other projects, and we just focused on puzzles.
Wow.
And now it's 5 years later, and we're expanding the factory and
New store.
buying more laser cutters, and we just hired our 20th person, and it's like
Wow.
totally crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, actually.
It is totally crazy. And it's like, it challenges too, like, I don't know, just like on a personal note, I'm finding that I'm having to like redefine my sense of identity now that I'm like leading a successful growing business. Like, it doesn't, all of a sudden the reality of my situation doesn't really fit with like my imposter syndrome and my limiting beliefs. Like, suddenly I actually have to look at that stuff and be like, oh, that stuff's not true, because look at what's actually happening in my life.
Totally.
So that's interesting too, just from like a personal development perspective. Yeah, it's an interesting journey.
Yeah, it's a very interesting, because we are told the story that if you want to have success in life, you need to hustle and work super hard. But there is some of that too, like in your story, you guys were hustling.
Oh, totally.
But suddenly this opportunity or this idea appeared.
Totally, and we couldn't have known. I've actually had some pretty insightful reflections about like the time before the puzzles. Looking back, I can see that we were kind of in like a curriculum. The universe was providing opportunities for the 6 years before we started the puzzle business. First, we made driftwood jewelry. That was our first business. We were collecting driftwood from the beach and turning it into jewelry.
Ah.
And then when we first moved to Victoria, we were so broke. And then one day while we were making jewelry in the makerspace, like in the communal wood shop, Andrew sliced one log in a certain way and realized, oh, these look like coasters. So then we started making these driftwood coasters. They were called West Coasters. And we ended up making over 100,000 coasters over the course of a few years. Like, it was a business. We had market booths. We were selling online. We were selling wholesale. So in this era, we learned about how to make a product, how to market a product, how to package a product, how to sell a product. Then in that time, Andrew was learning how to do parametric design, which is designing using algorithms. And we were building installation art. We were building backdrops for fashion shows and like big installations. The TED conference. And so that was like a lesson in parametric design and digital fabrication, how to design with algorithms, how to create stuff using robots, laser cutting, 3D printing, CNC machining. So that was like a curriculum piece. And then there was an era we were doing Victoria Fashion Week. We co-produced Victoria Fashion Week twice, and it lost us a ton of money, so we stopped doing that. But in the meantime, we learned about like marketing and like press releases, PR, like media. We learned about kind of reaching the public. How do you reach the public? And also like, I don't know, event. It's just all the moving parts of event coordination. And then there was an era of like graphic design, and we went through a period of like boot camp on how to create a brand and how to design packaging and how to create websites. And we did a lot of projects like that. So we like learned all about, and over the course of the 6 years that we were doing Robazzo, we accumulated all the skills that we would need to make the puzzles happen. But in the moment, there's no way we could have known that's what we were doing. We just thought we were like failing, and struggling and hustling, and if nothing's working. But all the while, we were gaining all these prerequisite skills so that when the moment arrived to launch the puzzle business, we had everything we needed. Oh, packaging, no problem. I know how to design packaging. I've done that 50 times. Oh, website? Yeah, great. I can do a website. I'm an expert. All right.
Oh, wow.
Parametric design? Cool, we got that. Digital fabrication? Yeah, we've got a laser cutter already. Let's make, like, it was just, when you look back, it's like it was handed to us in perfect sequence. But in the moment, we were panicking. Oh my God, what's happening? How are we ever going to make it, right? So there's this piece of perspective too around like, it's not, the picture isn't clear until you see the whole thing.
Like, Steve Jobs used to say, you can just put together the dots if you look backwards.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I also like the one that is like, people talk about luck. Oh, they're so lucky. I'm a hard believer that luck, I read this somewhere, is when opportunity and preparation, they met together, you know?
Nice.
And
Yeah, I like that.
The story is amazing because, yeah, most of the people don't realize that we were talking also earlier about what we do with our time in life. Are you using your time to learn new skills that will make you closer? Maybe you don't have a vision, maybe you have one, but the fact that you are going somewhere and learning these new skills, you were saying graphic design and packaging, the fact that you didn't stop, you didn't settle with what should be, you keep looking and learning and until the opportunity came. You know, I feel that story is amazing.
I mean, yeah, it totally is. And it's like part of it is grit, because we could have easily given up at any stage. It was hard. We were broke. It was like, there were many moments where we could have stopped. And then part of it too is like, I don't know, there's some kind of like intuitive aspect to it, right? Where you kind of feel the pull to do a certain thing or go a certain place or learn a certain skill. And I think listening to that idea is important. Because I think that's part of it too. Andrew and I are both believers in synchronicity. So sometimes, I can't think of an example now, but we'd be talking about something, some topic, and then the next day we'd get an email from some random person inquiring about a project on that exact topic, and we'd be like, oh my God, it's meant to be, let's do this project. And I think that's a cool attitude to have. Like when you believe that, whether or not it's true, I might be full of shit, but I live my life in a way that I believe that the universe is like full of magic and that it's always providing me with opportunities to grow and to learn and to move forward. And I think that's a really interesting way to live.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's real, and I can't prove it either way, I think it creates intention and magic. I believe in magic.
Yeah. Well, we are those eternal kids, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's part of it.
Magic is part of it.
That's totally part of it.
Magic is part of it. Something that I would like to mention is, yeah, you and Andrew, for a while, you guys kept like a relationship more in the partner side, but you keep doing it in business. How important you think is the fact when they say, for example, in the Bible, they say, when two people join in my name, I'll be there. It's like a passage of the Bible. The fact that the two of you kind of work together in a good way, you know, how important you think is the fact of having someone next to you supporting what you're creating.
I mean, I guess I've never created anything by myself like this, not like a business, not like something so monumental. So I don't have anything to compare it to, but I love having a collaborator, and I'm so grateful for Andrew as my collaborator. We're an amazing team.
There you are.
And it's so cool to me that we were able to disentangle the like romantic part of that partnership. And like it was turbulent for a while, you know, maybe
Totally, relationships.
6 months or whatever. It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But once we like overcame the major emotional wounds and like decided to be allies, we're like, listen, we birthed this business together and we both want to see it succeed. Like, let's just get over our stuff and do it. And once we got to that point, it's awesome. Like, it's so cool because we know each other so well. We spent 10 years together. So we know each other so well. We know how to support each other through challenge. If one of us is having a hard time, whether it's with work stuff or even just personal stuff, we're there for each other. We're like family. Like, we love each other, but it's not weird and romantic and like, oh, my ex. It's like not that.
Yeah.
Like, this is my family member, Andrew, who is just an incredible collaborative partner. Like, I think the current state of our relationship is like the best case scenario for our two souls and minds to be interacting in this lifetime without all the complication of attachment and romance and just like stuff.
Yeah.
Now we can focus on the part of the relationship that really works, which is being in business and being collaborators. And I'm grateful for that every day. Like, it's so cool.
That's very beautiful, and yeah, I'm very happy that that's how things went. You guys were very good together. I seen it. The results are right there in Government Street, Victoria. You need to find Puzzle Lab there, and it's right there. People can see. Let's wait for her to go past. Otherwise, she's gonna be a lot in the high. Yeah, I feel that that's amazing, and I feel that you by yourself, you bright your own light too with all the language, with what you're doing. I feel that it's good, that message that you have for business here, because the fact that your business is doing well using ethical capitalism or unethical practices, you know, ways of work, that's a good message for other business that some are just starting and they're looking for possibilities, you know. Do you feel that the public love a little more that fact? Is how real is the stamp of like, this is ethical, make a difference? I
mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to know. I think when people walk into the puzzle store, I think they can kind of feel it, that it's like a business based in humanity more than it's a business based in capitalism and profit. Like, we're doing capitalism, but the point of the business is humanity. And I think people feel that when they walk in, and they feel excited and they want to support the business. Like, I think that's part of why it's successful, is that it has this energy that's like different from walking into whatever, Walmart or anywhere.
It's beautiful to always see people doing puzzles inside of the store. I love that, honestly. I've been walking there. Yesterday I walked by, and I was checking also to make the podcast of Puzzle Lab eventually, pretty soon. And it was beautiful to see people inside, like playing like kids. Playing
like kids. Well, this is it, and it's kind of like there's a nostalgia there for a time before smartphones and social media and endless scrolling. Like, it's like pure, clean dopamine. You know, it's a different format. It's nice to get people off their devices. It's nice to just touch something and experience something tactile for a few minutes. Like, I feel good about bringing that to the world too, in a time when everybody's so attached to their phone, me included. I mean, we're all guilty. Like, it's designed to addict us, and it works. But it feels good to be offering an alternative to that. Like, here's an activity you can do that's gonna fire your brain, give you some dopamine, and take you away from like TikTok for a little while. Thank goodness.
Yeah, let that TikTok on the side for a minute.
TikTok later.
TikTok later. Yeah, and there's some pleasure about finishing a puzzle, I have to say.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Especially a hard one. The impossible puzzle that I always say that you have, the one with Alex Gray. That is impossible.
Have you tried it?
I tried a little bit one time, but it's very hard. So how do you got that with Alex Gray? Did you contact him?
He found us. His people found us. Yeah. one of his team members was on vacation on the West Coast and came to Victoria for a day and saw our store, our old store, the small store, and was inspired and said, oh, these people could make puzzles for us, and reached out. So that was cool. We generally only work with Canadian artists.
Yeah.
But we made an exception for Alex and Allison Gray because they're Alex and Allison Gray.
Yeah,
I mean,
come on. I would do an
what are you
exception
supposed
for
to
those
do?
guys. Yeah. And that painting that you use is one of my favorites.
yeah, it's classic, iconic.
Yeah, it's a very unique painting.
Totally.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you, Tinka.
Aw, thank you, Ray.
Honestly, thank you so much for giving the time. This was very special, and
Yeah, thanks for
and it's
having
cool
me.
also to get to know more about what you're up to right now, because we see so many colors and flavors of you all the time. Doing the puzzle lab, your travels, the language, and it's good to see that everything is in some way interconnected, and that's what makes the beautiful Tinka.
Aw.
Tinkishka?
Tinkichka. You got it.
I got it. Tinkishka. Well, thank you. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. How much we did? 56 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfect. Right
Nailed
under an hour. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I feel like this camera is pretty fun, honestly.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to see the result.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing a few ones that I already filmed, and actually it's pretty cool. Today I'm picking up some Oculus
Are
glasses.
you? I was going to
Yeah.
ask if